What's up, all? Happy holidays and welcome to the 10th episode of this vlog. Today I'm going to be analyzing one of our Winter League games that we played last week against a team a year older from the Eclipse club here in Minnesota. I'm doing this mainly for an educational piece for our girls because I believe that video is important and video analysis is important, and the stuff that I do in the next hour will be worth a month of field training, in my opinion. This is going to be the first part of I don't know how many parts because I tend to talk a lot and there's a lot to break down. I'll try to keep things relatively concise and kind of upload these in 15 to 20 minute episodes, and we'll see how it goes. Let me just say this, in case I haven't been clear. I don't care what the score is today. I don't care. In the long-term scheme of overall development, no one's going to remember who won, MTA or Eclipse, on December, whatever we are, in a Winter League game. Yeah, no one's gonna remember, and no one's gonna care, and that's not what's important. What's important is we get better, and the way we get better is trying the moves that we're doing in practice, trying to bring them out in competitive settings. You can do the stop and go perfectly all you want in training, but until you bring it out in the game, it's not skill. It's just technique. Skill is being able to bring it out into the game. That's what I'm looking for. And I don't care if you do a stop and go and you give the ball up and they dribble down and score. Okay, big deal. I want you to try it again until you get it successfully. Okay, make sense? All right, we're gonna change our formation up a little bit too. Goalkeeper, right? We'll keep our 3 defenders in the back. Okay, and this is typically what we've done. 3 midfielders, 2 forwards, Kenny? Okay, this is typically what we've done. 3-3-1, or 3-3-2. That's what we've done, okay? We're just gonna change it up a little bit because we found that our forwards, we're not getting anyone in the danger area. Our forwards, bless you, our forwards are getting super wide, okay? So we're just gonna shift it up a little bit. 3 defenders, 1 holding midfielder, 3 midfielders, 1 forward. Okay, so it's 3 defenders, 1 holding mid, 3 midfielders, and a forward. 3-1, 3-1. Okay?
No, it's 1-3-1-3.
Nope, you always start from the back. And you don't count the goalkeeper. Goalkeepers don't count anyway, right, Glenn? Just kidding. The 3 defenders isn't going to change much because you guys have been playing 3 defenders this whole fall, right? Or the whole winter. You understand that. Okay, the 1 holding mid, and we'll start with Sienna there. Okay, she's kind of going to be the link between our defenders and our other midfielders. Okay, and then we have 2 wide midfielders who are going to be asked to get into the attack a little bit more because with only 1 forward, we need some help up there. Does that make sense? So you're going to have some freedom to get forward, but you also have defensive responsibilities. These wide midfielders are going to be our workhorses. They're going to be up and down the field. Okay, and then we'll have an attacking center mid and then a point player up front. Okay, that's kind of what we're going to try. And we'll rotate around, and you'll play different positions. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what we're trying to do today in terms of the formation. Does that make sense? We'll see how our leg feels. Okay? Yeah, we'll see. You'll probably start on the field. Gwen, you'll start in goal. You'll probably start in the field. But if it bugs you at all, hey, ladies, and this goes for everybody. This is probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you today. So listen, if you ever feel injured, or you feel something isn't right, don't try to push through it right now because you don't want to push through it and injure yourself worse and be out for a couple months when you might be out just for a game or 2, resting. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But ladies, I can't tell. I'm not you. I can't tell what you're feeling, if you're hurt, how much you love me, all that stuff. I can't really tell, right? So. Yes, Kenny though. Kenny's gonna be Kenny's favorite coach at some point. But anyway,
He's a professional soccer player. Tommy wasn't. Tommy's just a coach.
That's it. That's it. But hey, yeah. See, Gwen still likes Tommy better. So does Kenny. I will be their favorite coach, though, at some point. I guarantee it. Thank you, Bella. Okay? I'm saying that because I care about you. Don't be stupid and play through a dumb injury and end up being out for a month and a half and missing weeks or months of play because you really wanted to play a scrimmage. Make sense? This goes for your whole career, but it's good that you start learning about it now. All right?
What time is it?
Okay, so first off, here on our kickoff, Liv, you're going to look to pass the ball to Kenny. Kenny is too far away, all right? Little Miss Eclipse player is going to be able to jump and defend on Kenny real quick, okay, and put Kenny under pressure. So either Kenny, you've got to move in and you've got to stand right next to Livy, okay, or Liv, you need to look at either playing to Bean, playing to Mickey, or something along those lines. Do you have a clock you can start, Timmy, just so we know? I love how you move your feet quickly here, Kenny, to adjust your body, to receive the ball across your body, allowing you to see most of the field, and play a quick little two-touch pass. Good ball.
Sienna.
Come on, Kenny, work to win it back, Kenny.
Go, Kendall, go.
There you go, good job. So, Mickey, the best option here is probably to play Kenny into space. If you play into Kenny's feet, she's facing this way and won't be able to do much. But if you're able to kind of lead Kenny with the pass, you know, sometimes we talk about the pass making the run instead of someone running to demand the pass. You could play the ball into here, and Kenny's not dumb, right? If the ball goes flying past her, she's not going to sit there and be staring at you. She's going to turn and chase after it, and we get into all this space in here with your pass. You know, and we're talking about when we talk about trying to beat the garbage cans in training, the garbage can defenders, this pass right here would do that. It's almost the same situation, right? Kenny's, again, facing back to goal. Kenny, we need to talk to you about trying to be on a half turn so that you can easily go forward as well as go backward. But again, Mickey, if you play the ball into Kenny, in Kenny's feet, we're not really accomplishing much. So really the best option here, again, is recognizing all the space here behind the defenders. The best choice is probably just a ball down the line. Which again, if the ball goes flying past Kenny, she's going to turn and chase it, and we get into the dangerous space. Moreover, if Kenny receives the ball here, she's going to be facing forward rather than receiving the ball here in our defensive end facing our goal without many options. Kenny, I like how you win the ball back here. Maddie, across your body, I like that to see the field, and I like this outside of the foot pass. Just didn't hit it quite right, but the idea was there. Dutchie, good one-time pass here to Liv. Now Liv picks up the ball at midfield and is basically going 1 versus 3. They aren't great odds, but I have no problem with our forwards taking chances, especially early in the game, letting the opposing defenders know we're going to be coming at them. Liv, you do some good speed dribbling here, you get some good killer touches by 2 defenders, and your speed allows you to chase down a loose ball and at least try to get a shot on goal.
Good job, Liv!
Good try, Liv. Right idea. Good try. On opposing goal kicks, we need our point player, who is Livy here. We need you to make sure that we always want that point player at the top of the box. Okay, and again, the top of the box is right there, right? So again, in case we get a win from one of our 3 midfielders, being Dutch or Kenny, in case the ball is put first time into the danger area, we want to have someone there. All right. For our weak side midfielders, which means the midfielder who's on the far side of the field from relative to where the ball is, we want to make sure that on the goal kicks you get tucked in. All right, because there are two Eclipse players right here with Mickey, and again, if we found someone that could play the ball from this side of the field to that side of the field at this age level, we would still have time to be able to adjust for that. But again, these two players are not very dangerous. So Kenny, we want you tucked in, Mickey maybe in a little bit, but again, your positioning isn't bad here, and we'll take that. But really, from our weak side midfielder, Kenny, we need you tucked in a little bit more.
Maybe about when you're dribbling, try to take a touch every step.
Being really good work to win the ball here. So we had just kind of collapsed to try to win the ball back, which is fine. Now that we're in transition from defense to offense, space is still kind of tight. So Liv, if you're going to pass to Bean, understanding Bean is moving forward at this point, you need to pass the space. Right now you try to pass to Bean's feet, and Beans overruns it a little bit. So that pass into here would be better, into Bean's path. All right? But Bean, understand that if you keep moving forward here, you're running into a wall of defenders, and your better option is actually to probably pull sideways or laterally across the field into space and to be able to attack all the open space on this side of the field. And if you pull laterally across and receive the ball here, you and Kenny are now 2v2, maybe even 2v1 versus that defender. If we can get the ball here to you, Bean, Kenny's probably going to pull away a little bit and create a channel and some space for you to play the ball forward and for Kenny to go in and maybe score.
Yep. Yeah, she's a little close, Liv. Find someone else there.
Again, good step by Maddie, good ball by Sienna out of pressure, receiving across your body, Mickey, perfect.
Wider, Kenny.
Kenny pulling wide, adjusting
Good
her body,
ball,
receiving
Mickey.
across her body, perfect
Go on, Kenny.
again.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Just a little heavy of a touch to go forward. Here we talk about our forwards being our first line of defenders. And if we can win the ball in what we call the attacking third of the field, or the third of the field closest to our opponent's goal, if we can win the ball here, perfect. Not only is it the furthest away from our goal, but it's the closest to the goal that we're trying to attack. So Liv, you do a good job here of pressuring the defender, and your pressure just basically has her kick the ball away to you. And what I really like here is now you're not staring at the pretty yellow ball. Before you even touch the ball, your head's up trying to find a passing option, which is great. Okay? So here, if this next touch is small enough, it would allow you to probably turn into the field, and then we can find Kenny's feet, maybe Bean into some space, and then Bean finds Dutch into some space, and all of a sudden we are attacking goal. This touch is too long and puts you in trouble. Here, I love the turn to face the defender. Okay, quick little sole of the foot turn. Ball right here is the ball into Maddie. She wants it. Okay, if we can find Maddie and maybe even play her a little bit inside to her good foot. Okay, even though there's a defender here, still ball back to Maddie onto her stronger right foot is probably best. All right, she can find Ainsley, and now all of a sudden we get into the other side of the field where look at all the Eclipse defenders that are all right here. If we can get out and around into the space over here, that's better for us. But again, you try to choose to turn, which is fine, but the turn that you do shows the defender the ball. All right? You should probably turn away from the defender, probably an outside of the right foot turn so that your body's in between the ball and the defender. Defender wins the ball, and they're off.
Mickey, Sienna up. You're not a defender, Sienna. You're in midfield. Good. Drop Maddie, drop Maddie. Livy, win it back though if you're going to lose it. Yep, you got to try to win it back right away.
This is a situation that our wide defenders are going to find themselves in a lot in their career, which is basically a 2v1 against them. Mickey, here, we do need to put pressure on the ball, but if you just pressure straight, she's going to have, this Eclipse player is going to have an easy pass into their wide player, who's then got a ton of space, dangerous space to attack, right? Really, we want to try to slow this defender down so that Bean has time to get back, Kenny has time to recover, Maddie has time to slide over to help, Ainsley has time to slide over, and we get more numbers around to help. The best way to do that probably is to bend your run, understand, be aware that this Eclipse player is a passing option, and instead of pressuring this Eclipse attacker on the ball straight ahead, if you can bend your run to close her from this side, you cut off the pass to her teammate and you force her inside the field, which again may seem dangerous, but again, Bean's going to be coming, Maddie's going to be there, and you kind of force this player into help for you or into teammates. 10 minutes into the game, a midfielder and an attacker on your side, you should be able to identify that she's right-footed, and being able to force her onto a weak foot also helps us.
So it's 3, 1, 3.
Kenny, you got to be back. You're a midfielder, right?
So it's 3, 1, 3.
Right. Good, Dutch. Good pressure, Dutch.
It's Loki.
Livy's a point player right now, yeah. Good. Livy forward.
So you'll hear me yell Livy forward. For our point player, again, we want them to what I call hunt the back line of the defenders. Okay, so we need that point player, Livy, who's right here. I need her up by these defenders, stretching us out. Always ready to win a ball in the danger area behind the defenders. All right? If Livy's standing here, she can win the ball that's played back into this space, and she's got the best chance of winning any dangerous ball that's played on the other side. If our forward, where Livy is standing here, it's going to be very difficult for her to win any dangerous ball that's played in behind the defenders.
Done, Dutch. Well done, Dutch. Kenny in the box.
Here you'll hear me yelling for Kenny to get in the box because Livy's going 1v1 against a defender on the wide side of the field, and our forwards and weak side midfielders and other teammates want to believe that our players are going to be able to get across it. Whether they can or not every time is a different story, but we want to believe that that cross is coming because that puts us in the best position when it does come. So here Livy gets by her defender, and Kenny's making a run in the box, which we want, but Kenny, notice that your run keeps going forward here. Your run will actually take you almost all the way to the goal, behind the goalkeeper even, right? And as we talk about, as the closer that our wide players get to the end line, which is right here, the closer that the players get to the end line, the more the cross has to come backwards, away from the goalkeeper. If Livy or whoever's our wide player is dribbling down the end and attacking the end line and then plays toward goal, it's going to be an easy save for the keeper. All right, so the closer that that player gets to the end line, the more that cross is going to want to come backwards. All right, so Kenny, we want you getting in the box, but not getting in the goal, right? We just want you in the box maybe till about here, okay? Because then if Liv plays the ball backwards to you, you're in a good position to play the ball forward into goal. If you get here and Liv attacks the end line and plays the ball in front of you, you're still able to move forward and attack the ball. If you made your run too deep and got into this space right here, and then Liv attacks the end line and pulls the ball back, you're going to be moving backwards away from goal trying to finish. So we want our players in the box, but then we want patience. Get in the box, get top of the box, maybe into the penalty spot even, and be ready to go forward and attack any ball that's served, and be in a good position for when that ball is actually played back as it should be played. In this case, we don't get the cross off, but again, Kenny, look at your run. Right now, The only way Liv's going to get you the ball and across is to play it over, a perfect pass over the keeper, which is very difficult to do. What I love here, and talked to Ainsley about this in our training games against the 08s, is to make sure that as a wide defender, we support our players attacking the end line on the side of the field. So instead of sitting back here, where Ainsley typically would have done in the past, she's now developing the understanding to get closer and give our wide players support. Liv actually does a great job of shielding the ball and playing the ball back to Ainsley, and Ainsley makes a great choice to try to serve the ball first time into the penalty box, as you'll see.
Well done, Ainsley. Good help, Ainsley.
Being really good, scrappy, tenacious defending in here to win the ball back in our opposing penalty area, and you do a great job of getting a quick little toe ball shot. Kenny almost finishes a rebound.
Good toe ball. Right idea, Bean. Good try. Right idea.
Mickey, I think Coach Tim is talking to you right now, but it highlights a good issue. As goalkeeper punts the ball up the other side of the field, you're checking and you're aware of the player that you're responsible for. But again, we also need to provide cover and help for your other defender, especially when the ball is coming up the middle of the field. So here I'd like to see it tucked in to provide that cover and that help for Maddie, because again, if somehow an Eclipse player wins the ball here and plays the ball to the player that you're responsible for, as that ball's traveling, it takes time, and you have time to get into a better position to put her under pressure. But at this point right now, it's more important with the ball on the other side of the field to provide cover for your other defenders, so making sure that you get tucked in is best. Maddie, you do a good job of, as the ball's punted and it's looking like Ainsley is going to be able to get a hold of the ball, you do a really good job of dropping back to provide that support for her.
Good.
Really good confidence and skill here, Maddie, and you get our first stop and go of the day.
Stop and go. There's Maddie's. Yep.
Dutchy, really good pressure here, and our second stop and go of the day.
Done, Dutch. Yes. I saw it. Yep, I saw two of them. Keep going. I saw it. I saw it.
Sienna, as the ball kind of squirts out to you here in the middle of midfield, you take a really good first touch to your right, away from pressure of the center forward. And like we talked about a little bit earlier, if we have our forward hunting that back line of defenders, we're in a good position to win any ball that's played in behind them. Sienna, you make a good through pass to Livy. It just runs away from her a little bit.
Good ball. Right idea. Right idea, just better pace. Dutch. Dutchy. Love the stop and go. Well done. I got yours, Maddie, too.